Yo, it's Guido coming at you with Cafe Talk. I got Pilgrim here. Good morning, everybody. What do you got there? Got tea?
I've got my PG Tips, my easy made in a tea bag tea today, because it's a big mug today. It's one of the biggest
PG
ones.
Tips. All right.
Yeah.
I have
Nothing posh, nothing special.
I have the French press this morning because I ran out of my.
Did you? You got up early and got it sorted.
I did
you?
because I kind of had to. I drank so much coffee yesterday, I sort of ran out of my K cups and didn't go out and
So
get
what's
any
the
more.
big news, Guido? What's the big news? Why is the government not paying its workers then? Or is that too political? Is it just something that they haven't voted on?
Yes, all of the above. Well, they have. Some people have voted on it. Not all the people have clearly voted on it. Yeah, so I'm basically, here's the beauty of it. So I told you before we started that I was not getting paid. So the beauty for me, it's not beauty, but I am furloughed, right?
Yeah.
Not getting
Yeah.
paid, right?
Yeah.
But also, here's the best part. Also, because I'm exempt, I have to go to work.
No
Right.
way.
So you
Seriously?
would think that exempt meant I also got paid when I went to work, but no.
No. I'm absolutely I'm gasted flabbered. I am absolutely gasted flabbered by
Yeah.
this. I'm pretty sure that if I think our government workers get paid, irrespective, it still gets paid no matter what happens, because I think the budget is not a separate thing that gets voted in. I think it's part of an overall package. So I think all the civil servants, everything else get paid. I can't get my head round you guys don't get paid because somebody didn't vote. I mean, that is just absolutely insane.
Well,
Got people, end up on the breadline, man.
theoretically, well, it's not even theoretically, legally, as of right now, with the way the law is written, we will get our back pay.
Yeah, but you got to survive until that happens.
You
don't
got to survive till it happens. And checks in the mail, right? None of that is ever completely safe. It's a law which can be changed. Is there some kind of push to change the law right now? No, there doesn't appear to be anything like that. But with the way things go in the current, what would I say, in the current atmosphere, I guess, there's no telling.
Then you've got to say, excuse me coughing, but you've got to say personally, and I'm not into politics, but personally, my suggestion would be exactly what Wayne's just said, that if the people who are supporting the government in what we call the civil service, but basically the federally employed guys and girls, then if they're not getting paid, then neither should any of the politicians or the president, for that matter.
So the
Why are you
vast
paying all them
majority,
guys?
the vast majority of the tubby arses sitting up in Washington D.C.
Yeah.
From both sides and all around do not have to worry about not getting paid the small salary.
I guess
makes.
no.
There
There's a
are
lot
a
of money.
few. There are a few that are not wealthy otherwise. The vast majority of them, that paycheck doesn't matter.
No. It's
We can do that. That's great. We all want to be. They don't get
Not
paid
making any
either.
difference, is it?
Dude, they're sitting on 10, 20, 100 million, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you might nick a few of the lower level ones, some of the newer ones, some of the ones that. But we're really talking House of Representatives. If you're in the Senate, there are no poor people in the Senate.
No, I bet there isn't. Absolutely
There are
not.
zero
No, you're
poor
quite right.
people
Yeah.
in the Senate, and they don't
Yeah.
care. That paycheck doesn't matter. So that whole
Doesn't matter, does
discussion
it?
is
No.
just it makes us feel good, I guess, but it's not based in any kind of reality.
So, to continue the theme of not talking about politics, okay, because we're not talking politics here. I watched the YouTube video of your Secretary of War briefing up your high command. That's an interesting speech, isn't it?
I don't know. I loved it.
I'm going to say I almost stood up, put my hand on my chest and sang "Old Glory." I tell you, I nearly did because I was I was quite inspired by that speech. I tell you what, he's done his homework. That geezer, hasn't he?
On the one hand, it's just a bunch of blowharding. You know, it's every speech like that given to that level of people is just performative bullshit, in my opinion. Generally,
yeah.
You know, the general gets up or the colonel and they blah 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 about something or the other. And
people have switched off by the
they love to hear themselves and they say all the buzzwords and hoorah and all this stuff. You know, it's I don't know. I did enjoy some of the content of it in terms of look. Here's our priorities are this, and this, and they are not this, that, and the other.
That is exactly what I was going to stand up and put my hand on my chest for. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But you know it's a contrived speech when politicians do this when they put their hands together like this, right? Because they've been told by some guru that is a non-aggressive way of having your hands when you're giving a speech, and it's a directive. It's a directive position. So you're not like this or put your hands in your pockets because it gives a wrong impression. When they do this, you know that's a directed speech. That has been managed by some PR guru.
Yeah.
And he did a lot of that, old Hegsmith.
Shit, O'Brood, I didn't know that. Is Cruiser, is that the scuttlebutt that he's going to be tapped to be the next CSAF?
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Wow. Secretary of Staff of the Air Force.
Right.
It's a guy we know.
Top man.
Yeah, Cruiser.
And right, on a non-political thing, my mate was over watching the Gators. He's still there at the moment. He's down in New Orleans getting absolutely he was like he was well pleased. He sent me pictures and everything. He's look at that, Florida Gators
Celebrating.
Yeah. He I get this. He was given, because he's got some friends. I'm not sure who these people are, but anyway, he was given free tickets to the game, so he went. He flew over with his mother, his wife, and his daughter and his granddaughter.
And he went to Gainesville.
Yeah.
Wow, really?
And now he's down in New Orleans now, having a whale of a time, getting drunk and all that sort of good stuff. Well, in fact, he didn't get drunk last night. He had to stay in and babysit the granddaughter while all the girls went out and got drunk. So he's well pleased.
Yeah, it was an interesting day of college football for sure. Of course, the Gators won. Unfortunately, the Noles lost to Miami. That sucked. Although they made it exciting-ish at the end.
Did they? In what way?
Well, they were getting destroyed 28-3 or some such thing, and they brought it back to within one score. Not a very realistic chance, but they kind of made an effort and looked like they might actually be semi-competent for about one quarter of the game. You know, you look at it and go, "Wow, this is really great." Had you been doing that for 3 other quarters, we wouldn't even be anywhere near this situation.
Yeah, exactly.
Penn State got upset by UCLA. That was crazy.
What? Oh, that is
Penn State was. I think they were. Well, it's easy for people to say it now, Monday morning quarterbacking, but there was a lot of people saying Penn State was overrated, and it looks like they got exposed there. So.
Oh really? That is interesting, isn't it? Because, I mean, for the little bit that I know, Penn State seemed to be the team. Seemed to be at least one of the teams.
Yeah, they were up there.
You know.
They were definitely up there. It's been a wild year so far. It's 6 weeks in, and there's been a lot of. You might even call it parity. Other than Ohio State looks just kind of a class above. Right now, Ohio State looks a class above everybody else.
Oh, is
really.
it? Okay. All right. Well, that's obviously down to money and training, isn't it?
Well, there's the substrata discussion of all of the what we call NIL. Someone just typed it in there. Name, image, and likeness, and the transfer portal, which is the ability for the students to move from school to school, and NIL being the ability to pay students to play. So essentially what we have now, and it always was this way, but it's now just out in the open. We have a minor league of football at college, and it's a paid minor league. It's no longer collegiate student athletes; it's paid athletes. Especially at the top level athletes, and they run it like a little mini NFL.
it's a professionalism of the amateur game, isn't it? That's what it's done. You know,
Yeah.
we've had this over here. We get now specifically in our cricket, and rugby as well. In rugby, is that we can have people play for the national team who have the most tenuous link to the country.
Right.
We can have New Zealander All Blacks whose great grandfather was an Englishman. You know, and
the more tenuous the connection, the better the player can be.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, if you're garbage, and you were
you're not
you-
getting anything.
you've been in England for 3,000 years, nah.
Nah.
But this
not good
bloke,
enough.
this bloke's really good, and he once read a book that had the word England in it.
He's got a tattoo on his back with England.
Yeah. That he got a week ago when someone called him up and said, "Hey, what do you got?"
Yeah. We're going to pay you $1 million to play for England. Okay, I've got a tattoo. Brilliant. Absolutely.
Didn't the women's rugby, was it championship or something just happen?
Yeah. World Championship. They've won the World Championship, which is the second time they've done it, but they did it on home turf. This
Did
year.
England did that?
Yeah. Well,
Nice.
the England women but when you look at the England women, there's no real differentiation. That word.
Differentiation.
That's the one
That one.
between the women and the men in stature and build. They are huge. I would hate to meet one down a dark alley and try and tap her up a bit. You know what I mean? I'd probably end up with a broken nose, wouldn't I?
I was watching some highlights from it. It's pretty good. The stiff arm thing and the running people over is pretty. Even with the women, because it's pretty funny how they just like.
Yeah.
Because some of them aren't really that big. You got the fast people and you got the
No.
big people, but when one of those big guys or gals, you get the little fast one come up and they just palm their face and stuff them into the ground.
Because I was a hooker, so in the position in the scrum, you've got the front row, so you've got tight head and loose head, and then you've got the hooker in the middle, who's the guy that hangs off the shoulders of the big guys and scoops the ball back into the back of the pack. So when the ball's put into
Sounds
the
like
scrum.
a movie I once watched. I wasn't supposed to watch.
No.
Oh.
So when you get a scrum, right? So if it's your ball in, basically the hooker's there like that, and he collects the ball and pushes it back to the back guys, and it feeds out to the number 8, who then feeds it down the line, right? So I'm the hooker there. I'm the little guy in the middle. So the front row are like your American footballers. They're all like, they couldn't turn round in a yard, you know what I mean, without scraping shoulders, that sort of thing. So, but as a hooker, I was part of that pack. So I would be running into these huge monsters on the opposite side, and they'd just go away, little man.
Yeah,
Go away, little
smash
man.
you.
I would bounce backwards about 6 feet. And everybody thought it was so funny. But, I didn't.
Well, it was.
Well, it was, it was very funny at the time.
Yeah.
Getting creamed by a 300-pound monster, absolutely. It is so brutal. A lot of shin kicking and ear biting. Because the other thing, you got your head.
Oh, jeez.
Your head and your mouth is right next to the other hooker's ear. Okay, you just gnaw away at it. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
jeez. Anything to just irritate and
Yeah, absolutely.
get an advantage on them. Holy cow.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, not to actually rip the ear off, but maybe draw a bit of blood.
Yeah, it's a friendly scrum.
Yeah, that's just a friendly scrub. There you go.
Well, good morning to everybody. We sort of went into several
morning.
different things here. We got Stickler here, O'Brute, Gator, Wayne, Nut and Special, Cliffy in the house, Odd Dog, 8th Hussars, Grendel. Who else? Pigs in the house.
Farming collection, haven't we? Yeah.
And Six Pack Daddy, Jimmy K. Nice. Good morning, everybody. How's your World of Tanking going, man?
Right. Shall I buck the trend? Shall I state something now? Here and now.
Something
here and
positive?
now. Something positive. Here and now.
Okay.
This 2.0
Is crap.
No.
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 Joe Blow, thanks, man.
It's, and I'm hurting when I'm saying this. It's rekindled my interest.
Okay,
Now,
all right.
let me caveat that. It's rekindled my interest on the North American server.
All right.
And I don't know why the games are different on both servers, because the EU server is absolutely atrocious. I hate it. I am doing 2 wins in 12 constantly. 2 wins in 12.
Yeah.
Because whatever. But on the NA server, I'm having a whale of the time. So what I tend to do is because of the time difference, I'll play EU till the point when the NA server starts to get a few people in, and then I'll swap over. So I'm playing the EU server, and I'm having a run of losses like I've never had before, and I'm like really getting frustrated with it. But then I go to the NA server, and it's a whole different game. It's a whole different ball game. You've still got people going to the right place. Well, not the right places, but the given places for the territory. But I have found that on NA, if I take the out of the box alternative line for the type of tank I'm playing, I'm having a better game every time. Every time. So if I'm in a heavy and I decide, if I'm in a fast heavy, I'll go with the mediums. Now that has turned out brilliant, because that's like farming damage like nobody's business. I'm loving it.
Provided the rest of the team can hold out without you there.
Well, of course they can. I'm just building, aren't they? They're like, there he goes, the nutter. Got off with the mediums. So we'll just ignore that then.
He does that.
I mean, obviously, if it's only 3 heavies per side, I would probably more than likely go with the flow. But I've been enjoying doing I'm out of the box doing silly things. You know what I mean? I've even been in light tanks and managed to get into the backfield. More than once, because I've decided to sneak through and get to the backfield, and I'm killing off all the artillery and everything. I'm having a whale of the time. Yeah.
Jimmy only has blowouts every game. I'm
that's all right then.
I'm seeing a whole bunch of stupid. The other thing that I just noticed again is I'm getting lit on fire constantly again, which is driving me crazy. The Chinese BZ-75 seems to light on fire. I don't know why. And the CS-52C. That stupid fast Polish premium that just has nothing going for it. I've been running that thing. I was going to say some
of the Polish, definitely the Chinese, and what's the other one? Czechoslovakian is the other one, is it? The VZs, that sort of line. They're burning well, I must say.
Yeah, I think my rockets are getting lit on fire or something. I don't know. But yeah, lots of fires. Free tier 10. That's the problem that I have right now, because I'm playing a lot of tier 10. As I've got several tier 10s in the rotation for my 100 battle challenge. And tier 10 is crazy. It's just an absolute shit show for the most part.
Do you know what? Do you know what's changed? And this is for me personally. Because tier 10 was always the pinnacle, and generally tier 10, because people hadn't to grind to get there, was a more skilled game. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
It was a more skilled game. Now you've got tier 11s in the game. You're no longer top dog. So that's the first thing. And then, yes, obviously, as Pig was saying there, you've got a lot of people coming into those games who have zero skill or very little skill because they've only played the game for a few months or maybe a year or two or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And they haven't got their head around it. So you've got that. And then thirdly, it's a mindset thing, because you're no longer top dog. You're averse to taking the risks that you... I mean, when I had the Type 5 Heavy, I'd just roll across the map. I don't do that now. Type 5, I mean, you're getting farmed as a Type 5 Heavy. You're absolutely getting farmed. So it's the whole thing has changed. You're no longer, the man.
The Type 5 Heavy is driving me crazy right now with the buffs on it, the armor buffs or whatever.
Yeah. It is. Well, Type 4's the same, isn't it? Type 4's having.
Yeah, there's some tanks, like if you're in some of the tier 8 mediums, that you can't pen anything.
No.
Yeah, I mean, you have to get the side or behind it, you can pen it, but otherwise,
yeah, you can get the side. I got hit by a Death Star and he did no damage. I bet he was raging, absolutely raging, because I was out in the open field and he must have had time to aim. He's a Death Star, and it went bing, ricochet, and I went ah. So yeah, he was.
What's a Death Star doing shooting actual regular AP?
Well, there you go. What is the Death Star doing? Where's your HE, dude?
Yeah, I got nuked by one in my Borkenkoffer. I continue to
did
get
you?
nuked by any FV that is on the table. I was the only guy that lost. It was a Prokhorovka game, and I had
Yeah.
6,000 assists and 2 or 3,000 damage in the tier 11 light tank. The Manicore had like 9,000 assists. That was on my team. We just absolutely rolled them up. But I made a
Rolled
rush
them up, yeah.
down the line into one of the lower areas to try to light the rest of the guys, and I got a bunch of spotting out of it. But as I'm going, I notice an FV, and as I'm looking out on the screen, I'm like, he's pointing right at me. I try to do a little jiggle, and I just boom. I'm like, okay.
You know it's coming, don't you? Well, that was exactly like that. I was in the type, as I say, it was in the type 5. It was a type 5, not the type 4. It was in the type 5, and I thought, oh dear, I'm out the game now. Ricochet, and I went, oh really? Now
Yeah.
you've got a 25-second reload, dude. I'm gonna have you.
I mean, he died immediately after that, but
yeah.
I was the only guy on my team that died in the whole team, or at the end.
That's cool. That's
Yeah.
cool. There's some good games, and to be fair to Wargaming, it hasn't 100% significantly rekindled my interest, but it's rekindled it enough that I'm enjoying to playing, especially on the NA server.
Yeah,
I'm
and
not-
I'm kind
not
of grinding
enjoying EU.
some of the 11s because some of the 10s I have didn't have 100 battles. So the ones that match up with an 11, I'm grinding through those, trying to get through the field mods because it takes a while to grind field mods on tier 10s. And I'm grinding the whatever you call them upgrades, I guess. Excuse me. What do they call them on the Borkenkoffer? Upgrades.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
are upgrades,
upgrades.
aren't they? They're not field mods or anything.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
they look like.
Does it make a difference? Do the upgrades make a difference? Do you think?
Oh yeah, I got it on the screen here.
Oh, okay.
There's
Right.
somebody said it, and I'm going to steal it from them, but it's a lot like when you first get your 11, it's a stock 11.
Right. Okay,
And these
yes,
are
yes.
like modules, essentially. There's enough bonuses and things that there's I think, a significant difference between a stock tier 11 and a fully upgraded tier 11. Like you got, I don't know, what do we got? We have damage engine penalty, not a big deal. We have plus 5% to concealment after firing. That's good. We've got minus 3% to concealment of enemy vehicles behind foliage. It's like a little CVS thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. There's obviously advantages to it.
Plus 2 degrees turret traverse, not as big a deal. Some hull traverse, it's helpful. You've got minus 3 to concealment of moving enemy vehicles. So it's like it's got its own little extra CVS. Dispersion bonus, penetration bonus for both shells, your special and your standard.
Right.
Another degree of gun depression, another 50 hit points. 2 degrees of gun elevation. These are really good. These are for the special magic power. One of them decreases the cooldown by 5 seconds. The other one decreases the initial cooldown, which is it takes 60 seconds for your stock one to get the flashlight thing, the magic thing.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
if you get this upgrade, it's only 30 seconds. So pretty quickly, right after you spawn in, you're going to have it. And that has a few applications on certain maps where really early shots can happen. These are the two standard things that you can get with field mods, which is the alternative consumable and alternative equipment loadouts. Crew protection. What is this? Oh, your second slot, bonus slot, which whatever. I don't think anyone in a tier 11 is putting standard equipment on it, but maybe.
No.
Concealment after firing, another 5%.
So there's quite a massive increase for all those things across the board. It's not just specific. It's getting better spotting, better concealment, better targeting, better penetration, everything. Yeah. You see, I'm sort of like, there's a couple of guys, Diablo for one, and then Pig is the other. Diablo's saying that he didn't play for over a year, got onto a few tier 11s, and got off the game, felt exactly the same. Yeah, I think the MM hasn't been so significantly different on NA. It is on EU. On that point, the MM, and then on Pig's point with tier 11 with abilities, I absolutely agree. I mean, those things you discussed there about the light tanks can measure it with what a light tank would do. But some of the other stuff that are on some of the other tier 11s is just magic powers. It's not commensurate to what that tank is about.
Yeah.
It's just, So I sort of get it with the lights. I don't get it with the rest of the tier 11s.
You know, the other one I hate the worst, and it's probably maybe the least. What's the word I'm looking for? It's maybe one of the least effectual. That's not the word I'm looking for. Anyway, the Hirschenkoffer one, the one that will automatically ammo rack you if your hit points are less than its alpha, which is 750.
Oh, okay.
So essentially, if it pens you and you have less than its average alpha, which is 750, so if you're, I guess, 750 and less, or maybe it's 749, I don't know which math it uses, you will be ammo racked.
God.
So there's no low roll. If you use the power, there's essentially no low roll.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think there are situations where that would be important because with a 750 alpha, it's pretty easy to low roll a 750 alpha. So if you're running around with 700 hit points or 730 or something, you might survive that. Well, you're not going to if they use the special power. It's just you're automatically.
No, because that's an immediate ammo.
But that's
rack.
not the annoying part. It's just annoying that it ammo racks you. You just
Yeah.
And I don't know
don't get
why
opportunity,
that annoys
do you?
me. I don't know why that annoys me, but it just pisses me off. Even if I have 500 hit points or 100 hit points
Yeah.
and it ammo
Yeah.
racks me, I just get mad.
Yeah.
I'm like, good.
Yeah.
I would have been dead anyway,
Yeah.
but it just pisses me off that I get ammo racked.
Well, what if you ran out of ammo and you still got ammo racked? I would be even more pissed off because I'd be like, there is no ammo in this tank, and yet you've ammo racked me.
Oh, I don't
That
know.
would
Is
be
that?
worse, wouldn't it?
That's a great question. Can you ammo rack somebody who has no ammo?
I doubt that's in the game, is it? That's a
Also, what if
mechanic
you're
never-
like in a Manticore and you only had one shell? Does that explosion
Yeah.
really kill everybody?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it might have been a dud shell. It could have been.
I
a
doubt that's in the
practice one.
game. I don't
No,
think
it won't
the
be in the
ammo
game,
rack
will
has
it?
anything to do with how much ammo you have.
Yeah.
Although the Manticore now has 30 rounds.
Yeah, it's got an increase in rounds, hasn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, I've got a.
Well,
I've got
that
a
was
replay.
needed. To be fair, that was to be fair.
Yeah.
But you can play the Manticore like you do as a sneaky beaky scouty sort of thing, or if the game is as situational as it is, but the game transpires to be a game where you can use the gun. It's quite an effective gun, isn't it? But you can lose all your ammunition very quickly
Yeah.
with the Manticore, can't you? So it's
Well, you had to be careful with your shots. Now you can be a little looser. You can take a few more shots. I have a replay from one of you guys. I think it's Lee Fan coming up in the next couple weeks, and he ends up taking 21 instead of 20 shots. He has a really nice result, but he wouldn't have had that last shell. He didn't need any more. Actually, he took more than. Did he take 21 shots or did he hit 21? I don't remember, but something like that. He took more than he would have been able to beforehand. So it is important. There's a lot of little changes like that, though, with different tanks that are interesting. It's hard to keep track of all of them and remember all of them.
Yeah. Old Dog's not been able to enthuse himself to play the last 2 to 3 months, but he's going to try and log in today and get his line of free tanks. Yeah, why not?
So, yeah, it's like a little mini game.
Just log in and get your tanks.
Yeah, it's like a little mini game. Thanks, Jimmy. Appreciate the sub, man. Much appreciated.
Diablo says you can be ammo racked with no ammo. Yeah, of course it's not in the game, is it? But you know, logic says it should be, but it's not, is it? Of course it's not.
Yeah, Logic said it's not really possible, but
Yeah.
it doesn't. I mean, the game. I don't
You
think.
set off the commander's 9mm. That's what you did. He had a 9mm
Yeah.
pistol.
It was all that C4 you had stuffed in the engine compartment.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. All those mines he had stuffed away. Of course he did.
Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of Artie either, to be honest with you. It's still there for
No,
sure,
very
but I
good.
haven't
Oh,
seen a
good to
whole
read.
bunch of it. So the Artie
Do you know
hasn't
what's
been.
good? You know what's good about the Tier 11 is that I think people who play Artie are afeared that the Tier 11 lights are going to spot them across the map. I think that's probably maybe just a little reason why
Yeah, maybe.
you haven't seen so many Artie. You know?
The problem with the magic power of spotting people, because I think it's something I sort of realized because I actually started to use it and kind of understand where a good place for it to be used, is unfortunately you're still dealing with the standard World of Tanks player.
Yeah.
Because I was on proc on the 1-2 line and I shot down the row of bushes and I hit somebody down there and nobody
Right.
shot at him.
Oh man.
Because
That's so frustrating.
They're staring
isn't
in
it?
some weird direction, or they don't understand what it means, or they simply don't see the little marker, because you would kind of have to be watching for it. It's not a very
Yeah.
big marker. Now, if you were in platoon or something like that, where you could
Yeah, yeah.
coordinate, then I could see it become more powerful. But you're really counting on them kind of noticing that you did it, and let's face it, these are not the brightest people sometimes.
So here's the question: does going back your 10, 15 meters to fire through a bush at that particular instant, does that keep you camouflaged as per normal? So you're not spotted by doing that.
It's the same kind. It's the same mechanic for
same
shooting.
mechanic.
Yeah, there's no difference
Right.
with that. I mean, it's a
You don't get
shot.
spotted,
You
do you?
shoot,
Yeah.
so your shell goes too. So if you hit something, you might pen it if you hit it right, and all that stuff. You're just
'Cause-
hitting X so that if your shell does hit something, it puts the little marker on it.
It does. Okay, fine. Yeah, yeah.
And then they still have to sort of aim at where that is. I haven't really
Yeah.
looked at it, fellas. Is the marker technically right above the tank? I haven't looked at it. I don't know where the marker graphically gets put. Whether
Yeah,
it's
'cause
like
that
on
would-
the
that
ground,
would be
or is
telling
it
me- yeah,
floating
around
above the
before,
tank?
behind. Yeah.
So if I aim
Yeah,
right
yeah.
below it, is that going to be a better shot? I don't know.
Because you got to think about, even though you can't see it, you can aim to where you think the weak spots are, the lower plate or the cupola or whatever. You know what I mean? You don't want to just do.
Yeah, but and you don't know what kind of tank it is either, so it's not like you can. I suppose you could try to aim low for general lower plate, but you don't
Yeah.
know which tank it is.
Oh,
Yeah, it might be
possibly,
dead
yeah.
center. That's yeah. So it's either I would say on the ground, dead center, or right above it. I don't know. That might be something to go look at. Try to figure that out. I am not sure. Not sure. I'm working on the. What are we doing right now? We're doing the CS-52, which is just a terrible tank. This thing is
tell me
I'm at a
about it.
43% win rate, and I don't know.
Are
40
you
rounds.
really?
Dude, I can't make
Right,
this
I'm
thing win.
probably-
It's
I'm worse
it's
than
bad.
that.
It's bad. I have a whole 1300 average DPG. I don't know, man. All it's got is hit X and go fast.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah. What does wargaming classify it as? You know, is it a sniper tank? Is it?
No,
what
it's a
is it?
support versatile medium tank.
Is that what they're calling it?
Yeah, it's a versatile. Its role is versatile. Its role for me
Not that
is
versatile,
quickly
is
get somewhere that it can't do anything and then die.
Yeah.
That's
I think that's so. See, I think that's very much based around the 430U series. So I know it's not the same nation, but I think you should operate that like a sniper tank. To be honest, like a Leopard or a 430. Well, not a 430U because that's quite a heavy one. But more like I would probably. I mean, I play it and I play it atrociously, so I'm not even telling myself the right thing.
yeah.
But I think you should use that as a sniper medium, to be honest. And then you can get out of the situation quickly. Whereas if you get to a place where you want to be fast and then end up after getting absolutely creamed because you can't get away from it.
But I mean, that's good
I would
advice,
say.
and that's kind of what I try to do. It just seems like right now that's the tank that if I'm going to get a team that disappears in the first 2 minutes,
Yeah, absolutely.
the gun is atrocious when you're in fast mode, absolutely unusable. If you're in slow mode, then it's okay. And that's
it's
all I
okay.
can say about it. I'm running the BZ-75. This is actually a decent tank. I kind of like it. We're at 59% with, I don't know, 20, 30 battles, something like that. 22, so we'll see. This is doing better. I've got almost 1,000 experience average in it, so we're doing okay with that guy. Rockets are nice, all that good stuff. I'm finishing up, or closer to finishing up than anything else, the Type 57, which is at 64
I like
battles.
the Type 57.
This is
Type
pretty good.
57, it's a fast tank. I mean, it's not the greatest of armour for what it should do, but it is quite a fast tank. I mean, it'll keep with mediums.
The LIS
Oh,
is
nice.
exponentially better.
How is it?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
in the question down there, C-52 LIS is a million times better than the 52C.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, the C-52.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good medium. I like the Type 57. This is a tech tree tank.
Yeah.
It's got the gun cooling thing. I'm doing pretty well in it. I mean, I've got 64 battles, 63% win rate, over 1,000 experience. This thing just works. I think its power is, remember, the gun cooling thing.
Yeah.
And the thing about that is, I don't consciously wait for it to cool.
No.
But because of
No.
how long sometimes you're waiting between shots,
Yeah.
you just get that bonus in accuracy.
You get that bonus.
Here's the
absolutely,
question,
yeah.
though. Let me see on my shot. Is it showing up in the stats? Maybe. I'm at 75%.
Okay.
So I don't know. I just
You
feel
see,
like
how
the
many
gun
ways is
the
that?
gun is handy. I like that. I like the handiness of the gun.
Yeah. The other thing about that gun is that it's a bit naughty when it comes to snapshots. It's quite good on snapshots, despite that, waiting for the cooldown and all the rest of it. I've found that if you're moving, you can just lob one over to the other side, as you're moving past, wallop, and it happens more for me than it doesn't. So I quite like that aspect of it.
So let's see. Does it show that? Yeah. So it goes from a 0.35 to a 0.21
Right.
when it's cooled.
Yeah.
And how many seconds does the cooling take on those firemen? No, there's no sense in actually putting the number right there. That would be dumb.
Of course it would.
Why
be.
is there? Okay, is it here? Dispersion. It says much amount of punishment. Is for the cooled gun. Great. When's the gun cooled? I'm missing it. It's got to be on here somewhere, fellers. Where is it? Gun cooling time. There it is. It's an actual stat. 13.62.
Yeah. Which isn't
So-
bad at all.
Yeah, and that's after a shot. So 13.62 seconds. It's actually decreased by the Onigiri and the Brothers in Arms. I did not realize that. So it can be improved slightly. And mine's improved slightly. I mean, so you think about it, 13 seconds. No, I've got the food. It only brings it down to 13.62. It looks like the only possibilities are vent directive, food, and Brothers in Arms.
Right.
But still, 13 seconds is a fairly common time
it's about-
frame
yeah.
between shots.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, if you're shooting immediately, because this is a 9.3 second gun loading time, then you're probably close, or you've got a fairly easy target in terms. Even if it's long range, it's somebody who's not really moving, or they don't know you're there. If you're able to just shoot. 13 seconds. That's a fairly common time frame. If I'm peekabooming, pulling back, getting reloaded, working a shot, coming back out, and so generally you're going to take a lot of shots with a much better dispersion at 0.21. If you're really good at the game, that's those kinds of details are things that you're able to process faster than other people, or even at all. There's probably players that are good enough out there that are actually working the gun cooling thing.
Yeah.
For me, I
Absolutely.
just let it work in the background. It's not something I necessarily think about. Maybe some of you guys think about it while you're playing, I don't know. But there's a lot of little details like that in this game that some players, the best players, can actually put into their plan.
Yeah.
Stock is 15. There you go. Thank you.
See, you're quite right, because for me, like you, it goes in the background. So something like that would happen if I was doing the reload, maneuvering, whatever it might be,
Yeah.
to get another position for a shot. I don't actively go, okay, I've got to wait 13 seconds, 15 seconds now.
Right.
The opportunity is there. I take it, irrespective of cooldown. You know?
Yep. Now there's some things, some of the more obvious things in the game that I can keep track of, but right now that's not necessarily one. Now that's also something that familiarity will breed. If let's say you're just all in on the Type 57 and you want to play it hundreds of battles and that's your favorite tank, then there's some point in there where you might start to process that kind of thing and then use it to your advantage for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know nothing special. I'm watching on another channel. I got Dacky up. The ones I'm tracking right now are, there's a token available right now. 5 tokens, and then there's, looks like Wolfenstein. Those are the 2 I'm tracking right now. So I'm sorry, I don't know when those start. All right, I'm also working, sort of playing the Nomad a little bit. This is the premium version of the Charioteer. It's all right. I like the little Hesh round, but it doesn't do enough damage. It's only like 480, which is,
Yeah.
there's plenty of tier 8 TDs that have way more than that. So that's not much payoff for fighting through the finickiness of a Hesh round. You know, its regular round's 390, which is kind of anemic for a TD, and then it gets a Hesh round at 480, which is like, all right, so now I get a bunch less pen. Hesh is very finicky at a lot of times. I'm not getting a huge bonus. You know, a couple times I'm like, oh yeah, go to Hesh. I'm going to shoot this Scorpion. I shoot him. I'm like, 450?
Yeah, really?
That's it?
Yeah.
So I think the Hesh round is disappointing on that tank. I mean, the heat... Oh, there's 2 Heshes. Huh. Interesting. I didn't realize I had 2 versions of Hesh. Maybe I should just be shooting the other version. Who cares? I mean, that's a 105 pen, and this one's... Oh, no, never mind, 210. That's significantly different. Significantly different. 10? Thanks, Cliffy. Appreciate that. I'm playing the Borkin because I'm trying to get it fully upgraded, plus get it to 100 battles. I'm doing okay in this. I'm sitting at 69%, over 1,000 experience, and 42 battles. We'll see if that lasts to 100. Probably not. I think that might be a 60. That could be a 60%. That could be a 60% tank for me. It's a good tank. It actually is a really good light tank, to be honest. One nice thing about it is its DPM is pretty good.
Right.
So if it has to be a medium, it's a pretty decent medium. Now, it's not a decent medium against tier 11 mediums, but actually against tier 10 mediums, it's not, you know, the equivalent of a tier 10 medium, but it's not too far off.
But it does the light thing better than most. Then is this what we're saying?
Well, it's the only tier 11 light tank.
Yeah, of course it is.
You know, so if you're playing it,
are you all against tier 11 lights when you get into
yes,
the game?
Generally there'll be another Borkin coffer on the other side.
All right.
I don't.
Okay, so you're not.
Maybe I've had a game where there wasn't, but I'm pretty sure nearly all of them, the vast majority, if not all, have had a Borkin coffer on the other side. And because you see a lot of tier 10s as well, there's often a tier 10 light tank. You still got to watch out for mana cores. Mana cores are going to outspot you and all that stuff. And some of the other tier 10s will outspot you, or at least out camo you. Maybe not outspot you, but they will out camo you. So be careful with that. And I'm playing the 430U. So what am I sitting at? Yeah, I'm sitting at...
that was one of my favourite tanks. I haven't played it for a long time now. But it was...
I was doing
you know why it was one of my favourite?
Yeah. Zellner, thanks for the follow. I was doing pretty well with it, actually.
Right.
But I had a run, I think yesterday, of 6 or 7 losses in a row. I think I went 2-9 or something like that. It was atrocious.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You're being over aggressive.
Maybe. Yesterday was one of those days where it was just teams I couldn't do anything with. You know, if I played really well, the team collapsed. You know, and if I played crap, the team collapsed. So it kind of didn't matter whether I was doing well or not. It just, things didn't work out. Couple obviously games were my fault. I made a couple bonehead winnable. One of them was on mines. It wasn't my fault. My freaking game disconnected. This almost never happens to me. And what's funny is I was on mines. I pushed forward with the 430U, and I was working a low spot with the turret, and I was killing an IS-4 on their side, the back edge. We had wrapped around. We were about to clean these guys up. I mean, it was a critical part of the battle. But I was in there dealing some damage. I ended up with 3K, but I was pushing forward just to bring the turret out behind the cover and take a shot.
Right.
And the computer, or the game, like stuttered, and then the tank kept going, and I tried to reverse, and it didn't work, and then it crashed, and it went back to the, back to the client not logged in. I'm like, son of a, and I hit the login, and it's one of those ones that comes right back. It logs in really quickly and actually loads the map really quickly, but I was dead by then.
Yeah. That's happened a couple of times to me, and that's admit. 430U, I've got a 53% victory rate, but I've only had 68 battles in it, so it's no real big indicator. But I found with the 430U, the temptation is because the 430U was, and it's not now, but was known as a bit of a heavium. So, it had good armor.
Well, it still is. I mean, I'm sitting at 0.59 armor use efficiency. So anytime you're in the middle, that's situationally useful armor. And it will bounce. I mean, it can. You can heavy him in that thing a bit. Yeah. Or medium heavy, however you want to look at it. So it's not quite E50. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it is in the same realm as the E50 armor wise. It's not as big and heavy and won't ram as hard, but it's a pretty hard to crack medium tank.
It is, and it lends itself to aggressive play, which is my downfall because I will push it that extra envelope, thinking, well, I'm in a 430U, it'll bounce most things.
Well, remember, it's a pixel tank game, so you're supposed to be enjoying yourself. So do it, man. Just charge in there and see what happens.
Charge it, YOLO!
Yeah. The extra bonus is when the team gets all in a kerfuffle. Yeah.
Well, I've logged out by then.
I don't hear that on account of I'm already driving the tank in the next battle.
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah.
What, did you lose that game? Who gives a shit?
Maybe you should play better.
Oh yeah, there you go. That's it. That's the answer.
That's what you tell them. Like, well, maybe if you'd have carried me a little better, it would have been fine.
Yeah, you should have carried me better. I mean, I gave you all the spots, didn't I?
Yeah, there's no sweaty try-hard in here, Zellner.
No,
on occasion, we get serious about it, but it's a pixel tank game.
Yeah,
I played this game a lot. I've done nearly everything you can do in this game, minus the competitive stuff. All right.
You've been around quite a long time, haven't you? You're a bit of an old man of the game now, aren't you?
I am.
14 years in.
That's right.
15 years with Baker.
The appeal to authority fallacy. Listen to me because I've been here for a long time.
Yeah.
Actually, if you're smart, then you wouldn't listen to me. So clearly I don't learn very much.
Can I change the subject?
Yes, please change the subject. Let's go back to the coffee shop and have a coffee in the shop.
My friend who is over in your neck of the woods for the last couple of weeks and will be for another week.
That's a lie. You don't have any friends. But anyway, continue.
No, sorry, my
acquaintance. Okay, I'll buy that.
Person that I know the name of. The name of the neighbour down the road. Never met them.
Someone you heard about.
Someone I heard about. Someone I read in a book about. Something like that. Anyway, so he went on, and this, I guess it must be in Florida somewhere. He went on a gator tour.
Yeah.
Sorry, gator. Getting a flatboat and go around the swamp looking for gators? Really?
An airboat, man.
But do you just go and pet them, or do you feed them some dead dogs, or what do you do about that? You know what I mean?
See, the thing is, in the U.S. with gators, that's like almost like going to a petting zoo.
Is it?
Now you don't touch them, but you're not afeared of a gator coming out of the water into your airboat and eating somebody. Okay. Unlike if you're in Australia and you're around the salties.
Yeah.
So they don't get on an airboat. They don't get on an airboat around salties. They get in little armored boats with bulletproof glass on the sides of them, two-story.
You do, yeah, absolutely.
No, yeah, you can absolutely. They have all kinds of gator tours: Louisiana, Mississippi, especially in Florida.
Of course, to somebody who's not been around that sort of environment, i.e., me, I'm just gas flabbered.
We have all the deadly stuff here in Florida. I was looking at the guy was doing a map, kind of one of these map porn things where they map everything out, and kind of where I live in this general area of the South, there's a big triangle of all the deadliest stuff that's in the U.S.
So you just don't go rambling, do you? You don't put shorts on and you and go for a bit of a ramble.
Yeah, I mean,
around
you
the
can. I
area,
got
do
a
you?
buddy who hikes all the time, and you come
Yeah,
across
he
gators, and
does.
they generally move off. There's a place in Gainesville called something Meadow. It's more of a swamp than a meadow, but there's some meadow there too. It's a guy's name, but it's got deer, it's got bison, it's got all kinds of animals, and it's got gators. I don't know how many,
Right.
thousands.
Okay.
But you walk
Okay.
down through the woods, and then you go out onto the meadow where the swampy bits are, and they've got some kind of berms and things you can walk along, and you're walking 10 feet from gators. They're right there sunning themselves.
That is absolutely insane.
I mean, if you
I would
wanted to be
like, yeah.
stupid and walk up and pet one, you could.
Oh,
it's,
right.
it's not like
Yeah.
there's nothing between you and it. It's just on the thing. And so they don't come after you really. And if you're a small kid or something, sometimes they'll get interested and come over. A dog, they might go after a dog. Generally, you're too big to bother with. Generally.
Okay. Is that why you walk your dog down there then? Is it just so they go for the dog and not for
Yeah,
you?
yeah, that's right.
I'm just taking the dog out for a walk, dear.
Or grandma, anything that's slow. Anything that's
This
slower than you.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
That's the
yeah.
old thing. How fast do you have to be to get away from a
Mother-in-law.
bear?
Absolutely. Take your mother-in-law hiking with you.
You only have to be the second fastest thing there, or second slowest. Second slowest thing there.
Oh, man.
And there's also, if you want to be older and wilier, you can always trip someone and get a head start. That good stuff.
Of course you do. Of course, you know all the tricks, don't you, old boy?
Might be old and slow, but I'm meaner than most of you are.
All right. Yeah. Ornery.
Ornery. Yeah, you can do that
Sorry,
for sure.
back to work.
Yeah.
Well, just
Gator.
inside, just.
Yeah, man. Come on down. We'll take you on a gator trip. Sometimes you don't even have to go on a trip. You just go somewhere where there's water and you see
You
them.
just go out your backyard.
Yep. I mean, I have several friends that have places out in the swamps and out in the forest, and they've got gators all over their ponds and their rivers and stuff.
Hence, it's important for the right to bear arms. Is my answer to
Yeah.
that. You should have the right to bear arms because there's crazy wild animals living all around you. You know what I mean? Including the human version.
Yeah, and you're not supposed to hurt them or anything, but sometimes they got to go. Sometimes they, especially, they can become a nuisance if they start to become. They'll come up, maybe try to get in your trash or try to, they're wandering around
Okay.
your yard. I mean, I've got several friends that have ranches, or they call them farms around here. They're not really farms. It's not like they have any crops on them or anything, but they always call them farms. Sometimes they're actually tree farms because they'll sell the trees every 20, 30 years. Cut them
Okay,
down and then
that's cool.
replant, and they'll get some money out of
Yeah.
it. And they can hunt it in between, all that good stuff. But on occasion, people have had to get rid of nuisance crocs that are hanging around too much.
Yeah, I guess
Sorry,
quantity.
gators,
and,
not
and
crocs.
nuisance value. Yeah.
We do have crocodiles, actually. Someone was mentioning it. Way down south, we have one version of an American crocodile. Actually, I don't know how many versions,
Okay.
but there are a few way down south in Florida. So they're actually crocodiles, but I don't think they're anything like a salty. They're not big like they are. They just have the different shape, the crocodile-shaped head.
Okay.
Gator's good. Yeah, well, you can eat some gator tail. You fry
Wow.
it, fry it in chunks. It's pretty good.
So who's brave enough to cut the tail off a gator then?
Oh, dude, they're.
Let it go.
You seen the shows? You haven't seen the Swamp People show?
Yes, I have actually.
Yeah, those
yes.
guys. The ones that will wrestle a gator out of the water and then cook it. Yeah.
We've right. Here's something that it probably won't translate, but we've got a guy in the club who's from he's from Cumbria, which is like up north. Now I'm from up north, but he's from proper up north before you hit Scotland. So it's proper northern.
The borderlands.
borders. The borderlands, and he speaks a version of English which no one in the world speaks, and I can't understand him. It's just like words. Like when you want to go somewhere, it's Yan. I mean, who the hell uses Yan as going somewhere? Anyway, so unless you actually get to hear him speak, you wouldn't know. But the thing about this conversation is that my mate, who's over there in America, the guy that I know who lives down the road is over in America. He went to see one of your shuffleboard hillbilly bands playing one day.
Oh yeah.
And he texted me a photograph, and he did the video. And he went, the guy in the club's called Ronnie. He went, these are all Ronnie's brothers, because I can't understand the word they're saying. So all the swamp people are giving it lots, you know what I mean? So you've got them the same as us.
We have, I would say we have a similar amount of dialects as you have.
Yes, probably do.
But they're
absolutely.
generally bigger areas, and you have to go further. Like you can go a couple counties over and find, there's an accent from Manchester, and there's an accent from Liverpool, and they're not quite the same accent. And those two cities are an hour and a half away from each other.
Yeah.
You got to go further in the States to get that, but yeah, you definitely have different accents in the South. You have different Southern accents. You got the Texas twang. You got the deep South drawl. You've got a lighter version of it in like Virginia, West Virginia, that more hillbilly. So that we have lots of different dialects as well. Some are more difficult. If you try to talk to some of we were just talking about the swamp people, call them the Kunas. I can't think of the word. What the other names for them? But anyway. They have very thick accents, and it has a bunch of French kind of
have you got French? Absolutely. Yeah, Creole.
So very difficult to understand when they get going.
Yeah.
Cajun.
I love it. I love that.
Cajun
I mean, my degree is in English literature, so the written and the spoken word is fascinating to me, especially the English language. It's predominantly quite popular around the world, isn't it? For one reason or another. But the way that languages can change over the years to become almost unrecognizable, but it's still basically the same language. Now, here's the question. I wonder whether that was like back in the day, in, say, Roman times, whether Latin had that particular problem. So you would have the Rome, the classical Latin, and then by the time it got out to the wilds of Scotland, what sort of Latin was it?
Yeah, I think that's definitely a thing. I saw a guy. I just watched the video probably a week ago. It was interesting you bring that up. He was doing English, and he was going back, but I don't know, 200 or 300 years each time, and he would say the same sentence, and he'd go back 200 or 300, and he'd go back another 200, 300, and he got back to I don't know, somewhere around 1,000 maybe. I don't remember how far back you went. But it was very interesting because it got less and less recognizable, obviously, as it went back to where and then you started kind of maybe like, it sounds a little bit French-like, maybe a little Germanic. I don't know. It's different. It's more guttural. It's not,
Yeah.
So it was a cool video for sure.
Amazing.
Yeah. Should we chill?
Stop it. Yeah, let's chill.
Wait a minute, I didn't see this. Nothing special. My marine biologist daughter was trained to wrangle gators, so when she was working for the game department, the survey net snagged a gator. She had to step up and show the crew how to.
Oh, awesome!
You get on top of them, don't you, and then grab their snout.
They can't turn. They can twist, but they can't turn.
They can twist and roll. And the other thing is their bite is extremely strong, biting down, but opening their mouth is very weak. So you can actually hold their mouth shut.
Oh, okay.
And then they tape it, obviously, so you don't want to hold it a little bit. Once you tape it, they're not going to break the tape. We have all kinds of stories here.
I don't think I would do that as a living.
Yeah. I was just talking about this with friends last night. It's funny they brought that up, but the gator thing, real quick story. I think I've told this before, but a buddy of mine lives in town here. They had a retention pond, which was decent size, but not massive, and had a lot of reeds that had built up around it. Usually you try to keep the reeds down, but for some reason those reeds hadn't been done. And this is probably 10 years ago, so our kids were all in the early teens time frame. So, and his were anywhere from like 6 to 12. And he was in a different neighborhood, but that neighborhood and all those kids, ran around the neighborhood. And there started to be a legend by the kids. The kids are saying there's a giant crocodile living in the retention pond. And all the adults are like, there's no crocodile living in the retention pond. But the kids kept saying there was. And my buddy and his friend went over just to sort of look at it, and they noticed the slide. So, where the reeds are knocked down, so something was obviously going in and out right there because the reeds were all knocked down. And they're like, well, was that the kids? Is it a dog? No. So he went and got an old game camera and set it up. And no kidding, about an 8-10 foot crocodile was living in. So I keep saying crocodile, gator. 8-10 foot gator was living in that retention pond. So they called the gator remover people, and they're exactly the kind of people you would expect them to be. Showed up in this ratty old truck. He had a 22 rifle, ropes, the big stick with the lasso on it, tape, all the stuff, because they're licensed to do it. Once it becomes a nuisance, because the city went in there, looked at the video off the game camera. Somebody went down there, they saw it, it's in there. Like, yeah, okay, we got to get rid of it because there's kids around and all that. So they hire these people, and the deal is they pay the people, but the people get to keep the gator. They sell it or they eat it or whatever they do with it. And yeah, bib over the whole 9 yards, Zibbo. And it was one guy and one little scrawny girl, adult, but little person. Not little person, but small. And he said they all grabbed coffee because it was a Saturday morning, and they all went out and stood on the side of the road and just watched the whole thing go down. And it was an absolute circus, he said. It was just... it was everything they expected it to be and more by the time they got that. This yelling and the screaming and the guy getting mad at her and her cursing him out, and they're wrestling the gator. They try to shoot it with the 22, but the 22 wouldn't go into the skull. He's like, it was unreal.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
But at the end of the day, they got the gator out of there.
Well, there you go. And they entertained the crowd. Oh, yes, I've got
breakfast and a show. It was breakfast and a show, much like this. Much like this.
Yes, exactly that. Exactly.
All right, let's see. I haven't set this up properly. What is going on here? Whoa. Okay. Whew. All right. Just talking to myself now. Not much going on as far as shilling, to be honest with you.
Not in the shop, there isn't, no.
Although we do have the Wolfenstein thing going on, so there is an event happening right now.
Yeah.
But we've got what? FV4202, the TS5, the AAT60. This is a really good medium. TS5 is a pretty good TD. This is a really good medium, by the way. If you're still buying tanks and want a good medium, that is one of them. Here's the LIS someone was mentioning. That's a good medium. The Lorraine 42, it's all right. That's proper old school autoloader right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's back when autoloaders kind of had weaknesses. Really long reloads, but also a lot of burst. Back in the old days. Battle Pass has nothing going on. Vehicles wise, what do we got? Thunderbolt's back out. You got to have another version.
Yeah,
of
it is.
EC8.
Yeah, Thunderbolt's back out on this side as well. I think also. Well, what surprises me, there seems to be a little bit of a let's sell the low tier tanks out. So there's an M3 Light going for.
Yeah, isn't that weird? I noticed
PZW.
that. Yeah. PZW 39, the M2 Light, the CDA is there. The IS6, two of the preferential tanks are being sold again. That's odd.
Yeah.
But there you go. And then that's pretty much it for that shilling. Yeah, the Zizil League.
You've got an AMX for sale there.
Yeah.
AMX CDA.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
$40. These are all with the new pricing, so it's slightly cheaper.
Yeah.
So the Wolfenstein, is there nothing to buy for Wolfenstein?
Do you know what? I can't find anything.
Or do you have to go through the... I am logged in, right?
I don't know whether you go through the
logged
login.
in.
I don't know.
What am I missing? Is there nothing in the store for Wolfenstein, fellas?
It doesn't seem to
Just
be.
for
I've
get
just-
golden
I've gone
game.
through it.
Okay, well let's roll over there and check that out. I did not realize that.
Don't forget, you've got the trading as well. You've got the you've got your premium trade-ins as well going on.
Yeah. There is crew and missions, and of course there's the battle pass, right? There's the special battle pass that you can do.
Yeah.
So here's the trade-in, so you can do that whole thing. I have nothing to trade in. Or to get. Actually, I don't know that. Is there anything I don't have? That's going to happen sometime in the near future, because now that I'm not a CC and getting nearly every tank, there's a lot of tanks I don't have now. I don't think there's going to be anything here on this list that I don't have, though.
I struggle with the trading purely because of the not because of the cost. I get they've applied a cost to it, but I struggle with if I wanted a premium in the past, I would have had it by now. So, you know, trading in one premium for another doesn't make any difference to me.
Every
So I
now and
guess-
again, they put a new one in there that maybe, that's what I was saying. Eventually there might be one put in here that I don't have that I might even want, and if it's some older premium I don't care about, then who, might as well. But as of right now, there's nothing in there that appeals to me because I've got them all. Call it the Renee Zellweger tank. Okay. So where is this then? Under best? There's the OL. Here, before we get there, am I to understand that if you buy this OLS stuff, your money goes into the pot for them to win? That's sort of, we're going to listen to the video, but that's kind of what does anybody know? Throw that in chat. I found that to be very strange. Crew skins. Where is it? I don't see it. What am I missing here? Ah, here it is. Battle Pass. Oh, okay, so it's under the Battle Pass thing. Here they are.
Okay. I haven't seen that yet.
So you can get Operation Phoenix, which will get you decals, reserves. Gains. This does not seem to give you any Battle Pass points extra here, though.
Nope.
What is this one? Series of missions. Oh, here. Okay, so here's the missions. 800 components. That does not seem to get you any Battle Pass points. So that's 4,000 gold. This one's 3,500 gold. Does not appear to give you any Battle Pass points either. Listen to crew members.
I'm moved by roaring engines among warriors. Today it's do or die. Same as always.
More test subjects await me.
Okay. So there's 5 characters. Do none of these give you Battle Pass points? Oh, look, it's free. 8-bit J.
What is it?
It's a decal.
Oh, is it? Oh, can you sell it? No.
No, but I have it now.
Okay.
And then we have this person. So I can only buy 3 of the characters. I guess the other 2 I get from the Battle Pass. All right, so these 3 are purchasable. 500 bonds, personal training manual. So there's bonds, there's experimental equipment stuff, but it appears there's no extra Battle Pass points from all these things.
You can buy 4 crew members. You can buy from the Phoenix bundle. You get Caroline Becker. Then you've got Rising
Oh,
Tide,
you're right. You can buy 4 of them.
Breakpoint, and then Battle Pass reinforcements. So you can get 4, can't you?
Okay, so does that mean that on Battle Pass there's only 1 in there?
Might be at the end. Yeah.
Is that the hero guy?
Yeah,
Okay,
I've got
so
more, yeah.
Blazkowicz. He's a 0 perk and has enough for 2 other perks. So alright, so he's the guy you get through that, plus you get the double-barreled German E-65 Zwilling space tank. Okay.
Yeah.
So I did switch over to that. I mean, I'm playing on the house's money right now. Just keep sliding sliders at the end of these things until I run out of gold. That's my plan. So there's that. Now, remember, we've also got, let's go back to the depot. Several things in the depot, fellas. We've got the token store going on, reinforcements, and then the AMD Legends thing. I guess there's some tokens for that too. That has a Lance and Sea. Boy, that's a couple premiums you can get recently. Lance and Stare 3045, pretty good deals.
Yeah.
I missed a bunch of the points for the token store, so I don't think I'm even going to get to the tier 7 premiums. I may just grab these. These demounting kits are nice. I like those.
Yeah, it's free. It's free because
Yeah.
you're using tokens, aren't you?
Yeah, because I move equipment quite a bit doing the Hunter Battle Challenge, so I might grab those things. This will be open for another 14 days. I don't know how many more tokens are available. Anybody know? I've got 45. I'll get 5 today. See where I am.
Cliffy hit 80 on Friday, picked up the Panther. Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, so I missed quite a few then. If he's already at 80, I missed a bunch. I'm trying to allocate the drops to my new Asian account. Man, I hear you. That is such, yeah, switching that stuff around is such a pain. I've often thought about that, trying to get that all hooked up to a different account than my main one. Off topic, but I've been playing games without loot boxes and somehow having way more fun. That's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
I actually restarted Baldur's Gate 3. I'm not getting very far, but I restarted it again. I never finished it.
No, but then, so you restarted. You're not carrying on where you left off.
No.
Okay.
No, I don't know why I restarted. I just felt like redoing it.
It's a bit
Probably
like
going
Kingdom
nowhere. I
Come
may
Deliverance.
not even play it again, but I did restart it about a week ago, 2 weeks ago. All right, well, I think that's it for the shilling. Not a whole lot of shilling going on. I need more coffee, though. We've been at it for about an hour and 10 minutes. So let me go recharge. You going to hang around? You going to
Absolutely.
be there when I get back?
Yeah, no, I'm good for today. I've got no chores to do today, so that's all right.
Beautiful. Guys, 5 minutes. We're going to take a break. Recharge your coffee and whatnot. Be right back.
Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido. Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido. Now in the shadows came a mysterious chap who spoke in a tongue with strange dialect. He offered his help to the mighty Guido to bring some laughter to his love of speedos, to the coffee talk they both came, to bring the message of winning ways to all and sundry and the masses. Yes, that's right, lads and lasses. The damage counts and flexing back will keep you on the right track. Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido. Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido. So in what? If you want to progress, then seek out Guido nonetheless. With his sidekick Pilgrim, he has a message that to win you must be aggressive. The position and place that you must seek for the winners only, not the weak. The guru speaks, so listen well. His voice rings out like the Liberty Bell to bring you all to Unicom land, or to die hard trying in the sand. Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido. Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido. To the swamplands came the mountain man to teach his wisdom and pay his due. A man with a name only known to a few. To his followers, his words are true. Guido is the man, big and gruff. He used to fly jets, but now he does the tanking stuff. Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido. Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido. The mountains are home where he watches the moose and hummingbirds aplenty. But he saw the need for the Wat community to have a guru and lead them gently. Down the road to Unicom land will die, trying hard in the sand. Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido. Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido.
All right, we is back. We is back. Subjects du jour. Not a whole lot going on, fellas. There's update 2.0.01 is sort of in common test, so we got that going on. Let's see what else is
Do
going
we know
on.
what the details of that is?
Maps. They're redoing 4 maps.
Is
We
it?
talked about it last week, so
Okay.
fairly significant upgrades to some of the maps, or updates, I guess. Well, remains to be seen if they're upgrades. They're certainly updates.
Okay.
Let's see here. There's a lot of What Are You stuff this week and on the website here, like a mouse 17 centimeter. The Stug mouse. A casemate
Yeah. Like
mouse.
flamethrower on it as well.
with the world's largest gun. Unguided rocket projectiles, that's What Are You. What Are You battle matchmaker changes. No more than 2 SPGs, no more than, that's similar to what we're doing. No more than 2 LTs. Huh. Vulcan, that's, so here's one for us, the Cocodrillo. Cocodrillo. Is that crocodile? That's a Italian tier 10 medium tank with a autoloader, loader, reloader, loader. Reload time 13 seconds. Reload time in clip 6 seconds. I don't know what that means. What kind of reloader is this thing? 50 kilometers an hour. It's auto reloading mechanism. 2.5 aiming, 3 shell clip. Same reload time for each shell, but a rather long delay between shots. This lets you deliver 3 shots with high DPM, similar to the Minotauro. At the same time, you can use any of the 3 shells for cyclic-like shooting. The DPM will stay the same. Alright, so it doesn't matter which shell you're using if you're just shooting and then waiting for that one to reload. None of them are faster than the other. Like some of them you'll wait for the first one, some of them you want to do it off the last one, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And you don't have to wait for a full magazine reload. Proved already. There's another version of it too, whatever. So it's out there being worked on. 3D style. Those are the characters we know about. List of changes. Yeah, that's just 2.01. Some 2D styles. There's just not a lot going on with all this stuff. Trade-ins we know about. We'll look at the Watt Monthly here in a minute. There's a video. I'll just leave it at that. Another video. Here's a copy pasta DZT 159 called Dragon Soul. It's going to be some kind of reward thing or other, I guess. It's just the same tank with a 3D style. Like the White Dragon or First Warrior. They're changing the M4190 MMGF. They're changing the inscription on the side of it for some reason. Maybe they don't have this.
Okay, that's interesting. Why is that?
Well, they may not have this address anymore. It said wattleague.net on it.
Ah,
It's just going to say WG League. Sure.
Okay.
I mean, that's from a million years ago when they had their own league. Or I guess they do now because they have OLS or whatever it is, but it was a different situation, different league, and that was a tank that was attached to it. Yeah, it's a big nerf. They're taking off the .net. Stridskia, a tier 8 medium premium. Briz, don't know. A tier 10 heavy tank. This one has that deep rifling, Pilgrim.
Yeah.
The more
Yeah.
damage closer in thing.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
seems to be something that would be more effective, unfortunately, on a heavy tank. God knows what its alpha is. I wonder if it says here.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. That's why we're talking about rifling. The week before last, I visited Cornwall,
Okay.
and as you know, and on the way back, Dougie and I went to the Tank Museum, and I got to play with a Challenger. So Challenger 3 is coming out soon, and Challenger 3 will have a smoothbore 120mm main armament. Now, historically, the British armaments have been rifled for accuracy. So my question to the guy that was taking us around, why have we changed to the smoothbore? And two things came out of that. Is one, that this day and age with laser imagery, laser targeting, etc., 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 we can actually, and also the creation of the rounds that fit in a smoothbore, we can create very accurate rounds. So it's not just the gun that's accurate, but the round itself, because most of it is thin discarded sabot. So, you know,
Okay.
it has its own flight plan, which was quite telling. And then he said, and also because the rest of NATO are on smoothbore, so it would make sense that instead of having bespoke ammunition just for the British tanks, that they're interchangeable. And then the final reason why was they're cheaper. So good old cutbacks, eh? Good old cutbacks.
yeah.
Change the barrel, the main armament. I mean, for all the good reasons, I get it. But, you know, the bottom line is that those particular types of rounds are far cheaper than rifled ones. Well, there you go.
There you go.
So it's interesting to know. Interesting to know. Anyway, sorry, I interrupted you.
No, that's fine. That's good
your
good
spiel.
stuff, man. Someone's asking about the 1357 GF. So I didn't really think about it, but it actually has a different word on it. It's Wargaming League, although it does say .net there, doesn't
Okay.
it? So why does that not
Does
get
that-
changed?
Yeah. Let me just have a look.
It's a great question. Does it
But
say?
they're not. So they're not. They are going to change what if you've got it in the garage. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. But this has the same thing on it.
Really?
The 1357 has the same thing on it.
Okay, well, that's interesting. Why are they messing about with my tanks? I don't want you to take things off my tanks and put them on. I paid for them. They're mine, not yours. Wargaming.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what
Oh, okay.
the locked inscription was changed from due to Wargaming League. Oh. But that's what this one already says. Oh, I see. They're adding it to it. I guess. Interesting. Well, this shows that they're putting. Oh, it's already right. It's right there. Okay, so they're getting rid of the .net on the right side. Okay, so they're getting rid of the .net. It's just going to say Wargaming League. On the 1357,
Okay.
there was no .net to take off, so they're just leaving it. They're not getting rid of that part of the Wargaming.net. That's staying on the little badge.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
And this is going to be WG League, not Wargaming League. What is the point? I have no idea what the point of that is. But whatever.
It seems like a lot of effort in things that don't really make.
I don't know. There's some,
Again.
maybe there's some legal thing with it. I don't know.
Maybe.
FV214 Tier 9 premium tank. Another FV version. And then the double-barreled Black Prince 2.
Yeah, of course.
Well, that's interesting,
would-
Cliffy. Did somebody steal it from him? Seems like they would have kept all of that stuff. Someone stole it. That's kind of what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Somebody stole it. So they let it lapse. They let it lapse, and somebody got a hold of it. Oh my gosh. And that's pretty much it here, fellers. So let's go look at this vidya, because we got another video from what's his name? This guy.
That guy.
Greetings, tanker.
Here, let me try to get this sorted out right. Otherwise, it'll be all echoey.
Adam Silgrove here with
There we
some
go.
high caliber October news. Grab some tea and some pudding, and let's begin.
Okay. You didn't hear it because you're on a delay,
Yeah.
but
I'm on a big delay. I've not heard it yet.
listen to what he says. Did you hear it?
No.
You probably
Oh,
don't
yeah.
have. You don't have the. He
I
says.
might have it muted. Hang on.
Here, I'll play it again. You ready?
Hang on. No, I've got ads going on.
Greetings, tankers. Adam Silgrove here with some high caliber October news. Grab some tea and some pudding, and let's begin.
I've got it muted for some reason. Why?
I'm just going to
there
tell you
go.
what he says. He says, "Greetings, Adam, whatever his name is here. Grab some tea and some pudding."
Got you. All right, I've just heard it. Yeah, I've just heard it. Absolute nightmare. What is he? Who is he? What is he? He's not a kinsman of mine.
Tea and some pudding. Is he British?
I've no idea.
I can't make out the accent, actually. He sounds maybe
Not in that context.
English, but I don't know. He's role-playing a knowledgeable veteran Watt war player just reading a script. Yeah. All right.
First, remember that if you still haven't
That'd be
claimed the
all right.
most generous gift in all of the game's 15 years of history, don't miss it. You still have time until update 2.0.1 release. The Watt Plus subscription recently got even more economic benefits, plus 3 manageable XP.
Are you guys? Is anybody using Watt Plus? Any of you guys using it? And this is not a
No.
call out or anything. I'm just
Is there
I'm curious if anyone
no,
actually
it's fine.
is running Watt Plus. Are any of you guys running Watt Plus? Is it worth it for
I was
those
just
of you who
going to
might
ask that.
be?
Yeah, is it worth it?
Yeah. Did anyone run it at all to kind of check it out? Free month canceled it? Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of the way I thought. I don't know how many people are really just the free month. Yeah, that's all right. Sounds about right.
bonuses, and you can try it out for free. Anyone can get 30 days of Watt
can still
Plus,
do that.
even
I
if
mean,
you've
the blurb
already
says-
used the trial period before.
Or can you still get a free month?
You can, and I don't know if you caught that last part, guys, but essentially, you can do another free period. From what I'm hearing, he said even if you've done a free period
Improve your
before, you can do
gaming
it again.
experience.
So,
Thanks to
I mean, honestly, it's a good way to get a little bit of gold if you're playing a bunch.
2.0.1 brings long-awaited game events and a large-scale reworking of 4 maps.
Here's the 4
Erlenberg,
maps.
Fjords, Highway, and Overlord.
So Fjords, Highway, Overlord, and Erlenberg or whatever that one is. Second free period was nice. There you go. So okay, so you can do it twice. Gotcha.
I mean, it's $7 a month, isn't it?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
10, 7, 10, somewhere in there. So those are the 3 maps there, Pilgrim. The Erlenberg, Fjords,
Good.
Highway, and
Yeah.
we talked about that last week. Especially in the case of Overlord, there's no more beach stupidity. Well, there's isolated beach stupidity, but not the whole beach stupidity. I went down. I was
Well,
having
you've got to
such a,
say to yourself, who would go down the beach then? Who would
Me
go down the
yesterday.
beach just to... Did you?
I was having such a bad day. Things were going so badly. I'm like, it can't. It's not possible to go worse. I'll go beach. I went down there, wasn't really paying attention because I was so tilted. Nobody else went with me except for a Barask who decided to be a TD all the way at the back.
You must have been on the same game as me.
I ran
Because I
into
had that.
3 heavy tanks and 2 of their light
Of course you
tanks.
did. Of course you did.
2 of their light
Of course you
tanks.
did.
All pushing. I was dead
Yeah, because
within
they won't do the bowls.
a minute and a half. I was gone. It was
I had a
a,
very similar experience yesterday.
it was 3 heavies and the 2 light tanks is what blew me away. I'm like, okay, I'll fight the heavies off, and then all of a sudden an ELC goes by me. I'm like, well,
Yeah.
that's great.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. It must have been a trend yesterday, because it happened to me as well. I went down. It was me, and to be fair, a TD. In fact, I was in a TD. I was in the shizzle tizzle thing, the Czechoslovakian thing, and I went down there, and another TD. I think it was either Super Hellcat or something was behind me, and nobody else went to the beach, including the enemy. So I just rolled along the beach till I got to the back and then killed the artillery.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, it
It
didn't
worked
last
for me.
long. All right. What
On the
else we got
last
here?
one, fighting has moved deep into the mainland. Looks like the Allies are pushing through. Remember that soon, right at the start of October, World of Tanks will have a temporary Battle Pass chapter with an Uber collaboration. Just the way you like it, steel, armor, and
The old
guns.
beach.
Double the guns.
It's-
Meet the
it's-
legendary
it's the
Wolfenstein
two
universe.
big maps, or the 2 maps that is frustrating when the team do weird things. Is that Overlord, and the one that's got the valley, death. You know, the Valley of Death.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah, those are.
It's
Yeah.
those 2 maps. You know.
Yeah.
Join the ranks of the resistance to
Anybody
get
want to come
unique
down
rewards,
with me?
including
No,
familiar
we're all going
characters.
the valley.
One-man
Okay.
army, William Blazkowicz with a
Quick
zero
loss then,
perk
thank you.
We got.
voiceover by the original actor.
This is all the Wolfenstein
Wilhelm
stuff here.
Death's Head Strasser. All thanks our beloved girls return in their equally beloved Panzers. Yeah.
Hey, Pilgrim.
What? Oh yeah.
I
Okay.
got good news for you.
Have you?
The
We got-
Panzer children are back.
No, they're not, are they?
They are.
That stupid
Ghouls
noise
and
that
Panzer
comes
are
out
back.
of them. No.
This time with a brand new tank school that has never been in the game before. That means new vehicles and a new crew of brave tank girls.
No.
Which one, you ask? Beats me. See
No,
if you
it's
can
not.
guess the captain. Share your ideas in the comments.
You're looking at what
She'll
are
teach
you?
you that
Get
a
off.
battle must
Wait.
be fair. After all, this fundamental rule.
No,
is the-
no, I'm taking my headphones off. I'm not listening to it. Right? I'm not having it.
You're gonna miss the best
I'm
part
not
though,
listening.
man. The best part of this video. Wait, here we go. Are you ready?
No, I'm not ready. I'm not ready for this nonsense.
All right,
Behave.
hold on.
Sport is just as important in World of Tanks. So, we're looking forward to reinforcements from Girls
No.
and Panzer. Panzer IV!
I've turned it off.
Onslaught sees
I've turned it off. Stop it.
Did you see it yet? It's theoretically a grown-ass man.
season of the Zur Dragon is in full swing with the Ashbringer as this year's main reward.
Tell me
and
when
so
you
is
see
the
it.
AMD Onslaught Legends Series Season
I'm not
4.
watching it.
Oh, okay.
That
All
will
right, never
run
mind.
throughout all of
I've just
October
muted
with
it
a
and flagged
mid-season
it. I'm
break.
not watching it.
Watch the best teams on the European server battle it
trust
out on
you.
the big stage. Maybe you can take a tip or two for your own battles in the ongoing Onslaught season and claim all of your Twitch drops for the OLS token store. This time you can even get a Tier 8 premium tank there. And of course, don't forget to help boost the prizes by purchasing the OLS bundles with 100%
Yes, Car, that was hard to watch.
of the proceedings going towards the prize pool. But the events don't stop there. The second half
See, that's
of
where he
October
said. That's where he said that. I guess if you buy OLS stuff, it goes towards the prize pool.
going towards the prize pool. OLS
that-
bundles
that's
with
odd, isn't
100% of the proceedings going towards the
That's a
prize pool.
self-funded.
But the events don't stop.
Prize.
So I'm assuming Wargaming actually put some of their own money on this, right? Surely. I mean, there's the cost of running it, so they do have some skin in the game and running it, all that stuff. And I'm assuming maybe some of the prize stuff is from them. But then they leverage the players to buy decal packages, and then that pays the players. Also, good
I don't-
good
I
point,
don't
Jimmy.
know.
What is the prize pool? Is it cash or is it gold and stuff?
Yeah, good point. Doesn't say, does it?
So, let me get this right. Are we talking about, all right, pay cash for the OLS bundles? We're going to take that money and 100% of it goes to the prize pool, which is where we'll give them gold from our game.
Yes, because if it was 100% of the prize money going to the pool, somebody would end up being a millionaire. Because if you've got 200,000 people dibbing in and buying that, all that money going into the pot, who's winning that? So it's just
They need-
gold. So it's nothing.
200,000 euro? They seed. They seed 200. Okay, so they chuck in 200,000 euro.
20,000.
Is that 20,000? Okay.
Yeah.
And then they
I
try
don't
to
understand
then
the
they try to
pool.
pimp the player base. So, is the prize pool only cash or is it also in-game gold? So currently at 41,000 euro. Okay.
Oh, Cliffy's put the link in.
Yeah. So they actually have a counter. So they're at 41,000. Boosting price pool tournament bundles. Every bundle purchase continue. Okay, Wargaming's thrown in an initial 20. All right, good. So they've doubled it with people buying stuff. The prize pool is purely cash. If that's true, then no big deal. If they're turning some of that cash into gold, in-game gold or stuff, then that's cheesy. There. Aha! Yep. Boom. It's gold and not cash?
Yeah, first place is $250,000 gold.
No, wait.
75,000
Okay,
bonds.
Chubby just put it in there. All right. So there is some money.
I've got you €4,000 plus 45% of the added prize pool.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is my question, guys, and this is why I don't. This kind of stuff sort of irritates me, and I'm not saying that there's shenanigans going on here, but does the prize pool include the gold, or is prize pool in this context only the euros? Now, if it's only the euros, then great. They put 20,000 of their own in. People want to buy stuff, and that money goes to the prize pool. whatever. They're just the go-between, and they're doing the taxes and all that stuff. That's all stuff that has to happen for the whole business transaction. Howsomever, if somehow the gold is included in the prize pool, they just gold is just a number. They just create that out of thin air.
Yeah, it has no intrinsic value. It only has value to somebody who's playing the game. So
I'm guessing that when in the context of this, prize pool is just the euros. So if you add up all of the prize money here, but I don't know, right, Gator? Yeah. The prize money will be distributed by the team captain between all players at the request of the captain. Reserve players can be included in the prize money distribution. See that there's a little bit of chicanery going on there if the gold is part of this prize pool and the money being spent on OLS bundles is going to purchase the gold for the players.
Yeah.
That's some grade A bullshit if that's actually true. Not saying it is, and there's a good chance it's not, but still. Right, Gator? It's just I'm just like, okay, what exactly is going on here?
Yeah. Because it's a non-value prize. It's not.
But it is.
It is.
But it is.
Like
See, the
that.
company has plausible deniability here. The money's going to purchase the gold.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I guess,
saying?
Yeah. If you consider
Right.
that their currency. Yeah.
Yeah. Again, I'm not
But
saying
it
that's
only
the
has value to
situation.
the game.
Yeah, the gold and the cash hopefully are separate prize pools. Like I said, if it's just the cash just goes into here, so that means that potentially. Oh, here it is. Okay, never mind. I just saw that. So the hard number is from their 20,000, and then it's a percentage of the prize pool. All right, that's good. There you go.
Right.
Plus 45%.
That's better then, yeah.
So top dogs right now are getting €4,000 plus 45% of 41,000. Holy cow, dude! So right now they're standing to get I don't know what
half. Nearly half again.
nearly half. So call it 20,000, slightly less than 20,000. So €24,000. Well, there you go, man.
Split between the team, though, isn't it? It's like the captain will
Right.
split it.
Yeah. How many people are on the team? Is it a 7v7?
Oh, that's a good one.
Or is it a full
7v7
team?
with reserve.
I don't remember if this one's a full team. This one might be a full team.
You're allowed to have reserves as well, aren't you?
Yeah.
So,
So it's not like anyone's going to get 20 grand, but a couple grand for that's number one.
Yeah.
If you get down there to the lower places, it's.
that's what $1,500 or something, isn't
Yeah.
it? Just for playing a game, albeit playing it very well.
7-player format. All right, so there you go.
Right.
All right, so that's going on. What else is going on here?
Up there,
fella?
the second half of October sees the start of Babylon's Forbidden Zone, where we'll return to the Mirny 13 universe. Gather a platoon with your friends,
Mirny
collect
13.
Miriam, and prepare for the new boss fights. You'll also find
another
rewards
new
from
tank
other
here, too.
dimensions, including a unique Tier A premium vehicle.
What is that thing? I don't know if I've seen that tank.
Other
before yet.
dimensions, including a
Looks like a super ARL or something. I don't know what the hell it is. Tier 8 Stitch. What is a Stitch? Don't know. I can't ID that. Is that a copy pasta of something? It almost looks like an
I
ARL,
was
but
going to say,
I don't think it's an
I can't
ARL.
see.
Because it's tier
No.
8. Whatever it is, it's tier 8. Don't know. Stitch, whatever that
unique
is.
Tier A premium vehicle.
Looks KV4-ish,
And
yeah.
that's
Does
not
look a
the
bit
only activity we have
KV4-ish,
lined
yeah.
up for Halloween. In honor of the spooky celebration, as well as Dia de los Muertos, expect surprises right at the end of October. A chain of missions.
I saw a comedian do a bit on that, what he just did. He's like, what is the deal with anytime you say a word in a different language, especially Spanish or French, you have to put on as close to a
The accent has
dialect
to be
correct
right.
accent as you possibly
Yeah.
can, or you're in
Yeah.
trouble for that. He's like, Dios del muerto. I'm like, dude,
Yeah, exactly.
just
yeah.
say it. Carne asada.
It's like if you want to do
Carne
Mexican in
asada.
English, it's hey caramba. Or French, it's oh, hee, ha, hee, ha, hee, ha.
It is such a thing now, man. Like the people, like they just
Yeah.
they roll into trying to make the absolute best pronunciation of it. And I guess it's not really a big deal if you want to try to, but it's a little jarring when people are speaking and they're going to say a foreign word or a term like that,
Yeah.
and then they do that, and then they roll right back, and I'm like, what are you doing, man? All right.
with wickedly cool rewards. And of course, Twitch drops awaits. Just like last year, World of Tanks will take its place of honor at TwitchCon. From
Its
October
place of
17th
honor.
through October 19, turn up to talk to the
don't even know what
Wargaming
that
team
means.
and World of Tanks streamers, Quickie Baby, Skill 4 LTU, Mouse Acrobat, and Mayland. If you can't
Quickie, Skill, Mouse Acrobat, and Mayland. I don't know if I even know who Mouse Acrobat and Mayland are. I mean, I know the names, but I don't think I've ever even watched either one of those guys. Obviously good, right? They're good players. Anybody watch either one of those two? I will occasionally watch some Quickie or Skill. Goose is going too? Good. Right? That's right. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, it's like if I was, other than giving you grief, every time I said, something about tea, I'd be like, you want a cuppa? And then
Yeah,
keep-
exactly.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
every
exactly.
single time I said it, I'd have to say it that way, My my best / worst Liverpudlian accent or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Quickie makes you twitch, and not in a good way. Mayland is in German. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. So Mayland's in, all right. That's probably why I don't watch him then, because I have it filtered for English. All right.
go, no worries. Every day we'll be running streams with succulent mystery drops.
Succulent mystery drop.
October 28th is Czechoslovak Independence Day. From October 27th through November 3rd, log into the game and complete missions to receive themed rewards. And to get even more rewards, watch selected streamers on Twitch. You can get personal reserves, emblems, inscriptions,
Here comes
and a unique
here
2D
comes
style
another
with
attempt by
delicious
Wargaming to
book
do
dip.
something like this.
It's time to broaden your horizon with a brand new World of Tanks game. No, not 3.0
World of Tanks
just
card
yet.
game.
This time, it's a card game. Yes, we're rolling out onto a tabletop battlefield. Well thought out rules, hundreds of familiar vehicles, and endless room for your tactical genius. World of Tanks the card game is an ace pick for both card sharks and deck guppies. I'm off.
Yeah,
And there you go.
We can I just explain this guy to everybody in the States, please? Right? 'Cause I figured out what this guy is.
Okay.
In the 80s, in 1980, right, from 1980 to 1985, the Prime Minister, Margaret Thatcher, closed all the institutions, shall we say, the mentally insane institutions, and fed them all out. And it was called Care in the Community. So they were fed out into the community and looked after. He is a product of the mating of a male and female inmate from an insane institution that was emptied out in the 80s. That's what he is. I've just figured him out. There you go.
That's a
That's
little
who he
rough.
is.
That's a little.
Wargaming
That's a little rough,
employee.
Pilgrim. That's a little. Are you saying it's like a villain origin story kind of thing?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he would be a good wargaming story for Battle Pass. He would be, the end operator to get after you've grinded through 50-odd sections of Battle Pass.
Oh,
You
that
get
poor
him.
guy. That poor guy. He just
Yeah,
the sergeant major just
absolutely.
whooped his butt.
He needs to go away.
I'll give him one. I'll give him one thing. He's given it a shot. Grendel says it's AI.
It is an AI.
It's
isn't
AI.
it?
It's not real.
It's wargaming's best attempt.
That guy's not real. He's AI.
No,
Maybe the script might be AI. That might explain it.
Man,
Wargaming has-
how can you be that excited over a card game? I mean, he's virtually stained his underwear over a card game. You know, what's that all about? Crazy.
I do like board games. I like war games. I like all that stuff. I never really liked the card ones. That I don't know why. They
Feels
never
like
it
Top
never did
Trumps,
anything
doesn't it?
for me.
No.
I mean, I know they're hugely popular. I mean, there's people that spend a bunch of money on that, and I'm not against people spending money on stuff they like. It's just the card game thing, for whatever reason, never really appealed to me.
Doesn't float my boat whatsoever.
But they've done multiple games like that. They have the one with the little figurine, little tank models that you can play, and they've done at least 2 versions of that kind of idea. I
Well,
think.
if you're gonna do stuff seriously, you do stuff like Warhammer. I mean, you have models of, you know, you do that. That is the thing, and that's an amazing game. If you do Warhammer with all the models and all the set pieces and everything else, that's how you do a game. That's how you do a reality 3D game, not like Wargaming. Not like Wargaming does. You know, pull them out of some woodwork somewhere and put it on a screen and say, there you go. Sell the card game for us, guy.
Yeah,
There's the script.
tastes do change. It's a good point, Grendel. It's a good point. I mean, I say I love board games. I have some out in my shed. I haven't opened one of those up in 20, 30 years, so I don't think it's... I often think it would be interesting. I guess I really don't have the friend group that plays the games like I used to when I was much younger, so I would have to find somebody who wanted to do that to begin with. And that probably wouldn't be that easy. We have a kind of cool thing here, actually, downtown. Right along that exact idea. It's called... can't remember what it's called. The Junction or something like that. Anyway, it's a place that has all these board games in it. And it has a soda fountain, so it doesn't sell alcohol, but it has a big soda fountain with every kind of soda you can have and snacks, and then a bunch of tables. And it's actually pretty well done. A lot of times, especially back in the day when I was younger, these gaming places were always kind of weird, seedy, off in a back alley somewhere, you know, like, you know what I mean? It's in some old strip mall, and it's kind of old crappy tables. This place is really nice. Nicely done. I got all kinds of games. They're all new. So you go in there and you pay, I don't know, $10 an hour or 10 for a session or whatever the hell it is. Then you can sit there and play the game and have some soda, and you know, friends can meet there and all that stuff.
That's what I'm saying. That's then interaction between human beings in a gaming environment. I like that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, because you can get very insular playing games on PC. So
Very.
yeah, I
Yeah.
do like that idea. Yeah, absolutely. And you'll get the whole gamut of human society in those places. You'll get the nerds who spend their lives glued to a screen, and then you'll get, you know, old buggers like you and me wandering in, and so on and so on. I think it's quite cool having something like that.
I will give the card games one thing. They happen relatively quickly. They're not. It's not this 3-hour drawn out. Like if some of these board games you get out and you know it's an hour setup and then it's a 3-hour game, and you know, at least with a card game, I think, you know, based on the rules you use, you can do that fairly quickly. That's another thing about the board games is how long they take. You know, sometimes they can take a long time, and you may not have 3 or 4 hours just to crank out a board game.
Well, Gator, see that? Well, I was just about to mention that. See, then you have all the offshoots from those sort of games, because the standard Monopoly was what I was brought up on, but these days you get Monopoly with 1,000 different variants. My grandkids have got child-friendly Monopoly, you know, where you don't muller each other to buy all the properties. It's a bit more friendly. It's a bit more. You don't
What the
go to
hell
jail,
fun
you
is
go to
that?
Time out.
That doesn't teach them anything.
Yeah, it's, you know. No, I make them play the real one.
How will they learn to
make them lose?
How will they learn to steal money while no one's looking, and to catch their buddy cheating, and to crush their enemies with hotels?
Absolutely.
Jeez.
Absolutely. I'll put them in jail most of the time.
Yeah, if you want
It's called Time Out on the child friendly.
The best fights we ever had were over Risk.
Yes, Risk. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Risk.
Cool.
You can lose friends over Risk, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you can lose family members over Risk. Yeah.
Stratego.
Yeah,
I was an
cool.
absolute master of Stratego. I never lost a Stratego game.
Did you not? Did you not at all?
I have not. No, I've never
You're
lost a
good at it.
Stratego game.
What about Cluedo?
That's not true,
What
but
about
I haven't.
Cluedo?
I haven't lost very many Stratego games. What about what?
What about? Have you played? Is Cluedo a game in the States?
I know that name, but I don't
Right.
know if I've played it.
Right. So it's like a series of rooms, and there's been a murder, and each room has a different weapon in it, like a lead.
Oh, you're
pipe,
talking about Clue.
candlestick, and-
You guys call it Cluedo?
Is that what it's called? Clue.
Clue,
Right,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
Cluedo
yeah.
over here.
Yeah, it was done by
that was
Professor
always cool.
Plum in the library with
Yeah,
the
that's
wrench
the
or
one,
whatever.
that's the
Yeah,
one. Yeah, that's
that
the
was a
one.
great one. We loved that when we were kids.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Cards Against Humanity cracks me up, man. That's yeah. My wife gets mad because because I'll go to levels that she's not unwilling to go to.
yeah.
She's like, "That's
Yeah.
disgusting."
You got to be vicious.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Cards
you
Against
gotta be
Humanity
vicious.
cracks me up, man.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Well, fellas, we've been out for 2 hours. I think that's about it. It's about to rain here, I think, in the panhandle of Florida.
We've got the sunshine up there. Look.
Yeah.
With the shadows.
Oh yeah, we're about to get clobbered. It looks like.
We've got a roast pork with crackling dinner on the boil or on the.
Can you smell it?
Can't wait.
Can you
Oh
smell
yeah,
it?
yeah, with proper crackling. You know the crunchy stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, but can you smell it in the
Yeah, I
house
can
right now?
smell
Is
it.
it just cooking?
I can. Yeah.
Oh,
It's coming from up downstairs. Yeah. So I'll get the nod in a minute. I'll get the nod.
I got to go to Sam's, pick up
Apple
some
sauce.
coffee and stuff.
Nice one. Get out
Yeah.
and do your chores first thing in the morning.
Yep, get her done. Get her done. Well, guys, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for coming by. Much appreciated. A couple follows in there and some resubs. You guys rock. Let's find somebody to raid here. Who we got? Oh shoot! Hate it when it does that. Any big plans this week, man?
No, will work. Next weekend might do something. I'll think about it.
I'm just gonna work for free. That's
Apart
my plan.
from getting more tattoos.
I'm just gonna sit around and work for free.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Yeah.
Goat hoarding.
Cheers,
That's our
cheers,
guy.
Zimbo.
See you,
That's the
Zimbo.
one.
Appreciate everybody coming by. We're gonna raid a guy named Goat Hoarding, which is a pretty funny name.
That's got to be done. You've got to hoard a goat once in your life.
That's right. Gotta live. Live a little.
You got to live.
So are you hoarding goats? Goat hoarding. Oh, he's got a warning, so that's right up our alley. Are you hoarding goats, or is it about goats that hoard?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And what would a goat
Probably
hoard?
about goats at hoard.
Goats don't hoard anything.
Yeah.
They eat everything.
They do eat everything. That's, plastic bags, boxes,
They do.
toenail
yeah.
clippings.
There's a guy that's got a bunch of them up in Utah near the cabin, and he'll bring them up to your property, so they'll clear the property off. They just eat every
Wow.
weed and,
Right,
and bush and
yeah.
whatever is there. So if you want
What? Yeah.
to mow it down
Who needs
to
to buy
that,
a lawnmower? Get
they
a
just
goat.
eat anything, man. They're crazy. All right, guys, have a fantastic rest of your Sunday. I appreciate you guys coming by. We'll see you on the videos next week, and then next Sunday. Speaking of that, next Sunday I think we'll definitely have a coffee talk next Sunday, but the next 2 weeks, the 19th and 26th, no coffee talk. I'll be out of town both those weekends.
That works because I'm out of town the same time.
Okay.
That's cool. Okay.
Yeah, I've got
Nice one.
going out to Pensacola to hang out with the boy on another thing that he's got going on at school, and then the next weekend is actually our Fighter Wing reunion that I'm going to. Which will be
Hey, so we'll hear about it in the news then, won't we?
cool. Out in Destin. Yep, we're gonna go sing songs and get rowdy,
Yeah.
or as rowdy as a bunch of 50 and 60-year-olds can get, I guess.
Ha, which is very rowdy.
Once. All right, guys.
Yeah.
Guido signing off from the left side Atlantic.
Pilgrim signing off from the correct side of the Atlantic.
See you guys.